Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jaguars and the Dolphins coming up next.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and who has the edge here? For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And how about his performance in the wild card round last week? Truly one for the record books. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. In fact, questionable for this game, trying to recover from that one. And if you didn't know any better, you would have thought they were going 11 on 10 in that game all the way through. But now for this one, can he keep it going? Can he keep the hot hand?
Hey, Ron!
Now ETN to start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 48 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. On first down, right back to ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. ETN once more. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Waddle, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
Two and now on first down. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first reception of a divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Warren from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And a Dolphins rush gets him. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
2 and now on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. 55 yards on the ground here for Harris. It's a first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Option handoff now to Achane. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
20, TX.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
In motion right here, Washington. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
ETN up the middle.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tua going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Butker on for the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. Deron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to.
There he goes left side. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. Fair catch will move this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st down, Tagovailoa looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. Nice little juke. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. Chase Claypool from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Lawrence. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
A handoff for ETN.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Taking it about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. 56 yards.
And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Hey, easy, route. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, 21 TX.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jags.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Isaiah Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 2nd down, Tua.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Play action. It's Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the